match 2 for both these teams. So ISB lost a tough game this morning against Singapore American School, 2-1, and ISM won this morning 3-0. So still lots to play for. It's just the first day, and lots of things can change. So just a matter of keeping focus for both the teams and seeing how we go. We're hopefully getting a little shade. It has been hot. Mr. Adam Kirk walking across the field there, head coach of the ISB Panthers. Fun fact, I worked with Mr. Kirk in Beijing all those years ago. So I've known him for a while. And girls coach, of course, is Tom Sheard from Manila. Tom's been the girls coach here at Manila for about 5 or 6 years now. So hopefully going to have a good match. And we'll be starting the game probably in about 30 seconds. We've had a good crowd so far. And now it's a matter of kicking off and getting ready to go. The ISM Bearcats are in the green. They will be playing towards the large field. So this is our smaller field here at ISM, and should be a good game. Should be a good game. All right. All right. My name's Mr. Aiken. I'll be your commentator. I've been at ISM for a while, and I teach probably about half these girls, or have taught half these girls. So it's always fun to watch some of these girls, some of which I've coached on the touch rugby team and seen them grow up. So it's always nice to see them also do this and see how that goes. And it is hot. All right, here we go. Pressure right away by the ISM Bearcats. And how they do. Score is still 0-0. We're just 43 seconds into the game, so not a lot of action yet. Throw in for the for ISM down here in the corner. And this is the second field at ISM, so it's a little bit smaller than our main field. So you'll notice that in some cases the throw-in can actually go quite a bit distance, and in some cases a throw-in is almost as good as a free kick or a corner. That's Momoka on the ball to Olivia. Olivia's back to Margot. Good tackle there. Oh. Apologies, they didn't give me a list of the players, so I'm going to have to try and find out where they are. Oh. There goes Lizzie on the run there. Looking for Olivia again. Still 0-0. But again, just started the game. And through ball, but that's probably going to run out of play down there in the corner. All right. Seems like, sadly, we've also already got an injury. I think that was the contact that happened pretty early on. I'll see if I can get a name there. She seems okay. Is the ISB Panther player. All right, on a run here. All right. Nice play there by Mina, who's playing center back for the Bearcats. Throw in there by Malaya, captain of the ISB team. Through ball, trying to get to. That seemed like a pretty good challenge there, I would say. Yeah, it's always, when you're in a situation, the home crowd is always going to, of course, ask for a penalty, but it seemed very clean to me. Good shoulder-to-shoulder challenge, and so I don't think there were any complaints by anybody for that kind of, just good defending by the ISB defender. I think that was Maya again. Nice ball in the middle there. Nice give and go. Excellent passing. Yeah. Oh, ref calls a handball. Could have done play on. But sometimes they're doing it. Through to the goalkeeper. Right away. There you go. There you go. Olivia's on that one. And nice. Very, very good defending by ISB's right back. You need good defenders to ensure that you don't give away any chances. Trying to move the ball around. There's not a lot of room on this pitch, so you really get one touch and then you got to move it. It's just a little tighter than the bigger field, and when you've got 10 girls on each side on the field and you add a goalkeeper, it's pretty tight. So you're not going to have a lot of room, and you do tend to get a few 0-0 games on this field. But we'll see. Let's hope for the best. It does also mean that you get sometimes more shots because, of course, it is shorter. And great control by center back, one of the ISB center backs. And there we go. Manon picking it up. Nice pass back. Look for a teammate. Over to Mina. Over to Hazel. Good passing. That's really good passing by them. Just went out of play there. Good work by the Bangkok girls. They're working hard. Both teams are really working hard right now, trying to get opportunities to see what they can do, and looking for some opportunities to work some give and goes. Nice. There you go. Good defending again. Good defending. They're very good. Okay. Good strong defending again by ISB. So, yeah, they've got a good core of defenders back there, and don't let a lot away, which is the key when you're defending, is to ensure that you don't allow the forward to either run at you or try and get in a position to out-muscle you, as you say. So that's really key, and you got to have some good stamina to be able to do that. Again. It's good defending there by Fatima, and the ball through. Okay. Oh. Again, good defending by Fatima, ensuring the ball doesn't go forward. All right. I will try and name some of the Panther teams, but I have to keep opening up my app, so apologies. That's a good throw, as you can see. She's putting pressure. Good. All right. Looks like she almost kept that in there. And it's a corner kick, so that's great play by the ISB Panther. And keeping the ball in, so this is a corner kick. Clearly, you should have an organization. Looks like the Panthers know what they're doing, and it's now a chance for the Bearcats ISM to see if they can match up and see what the Panthers are running. That's a great ball in, and good opportunities. There you go. All right, great corner by the Panthers. That was very well done, and clearly there was some plays there they were running. That was a ball by Maggie. Very good ball by Maggie in there from the right wing, and for the left wing, and right into the penalty box, which always puts pressure on the defenders because they have to try and win that ball, and it being so close to the goal, it just takes one small drop or a deflection, and then you'll get a chance to get the ball in the net. So, yeah. It's one of the key aspects of football or soccer is utilizing these set plays, as they call them, and ensuring that you know what you're doing and you're running options off of each other. And in some cases, you do a short corner. Sometimes you go to the back post to swing it back to the front post again. But again, the idea is to try and get a position where you have outnumbered the defenders and can get an option to get that shot or header onto target. So, yeah. All right. So far, 0-0, 10 minutes gone. We're playing 20-minute halves. We're playing 30-minute halves, sorry. And as of right now, we're not needing a water break because we've got the shade now for a little bit, so that's nice. So won't need a water break. Although, again, both of these teams will be a little bit tired. They've both played a match this morning. And so in some cases, some of these players will have played all of the match potentially if they needed them out there. And so that means they'll have played 60 minutes this morning, and then they may be playing another 60 minutes this afternoon. So they're tired. You see a little bit of cramping sometimes. Certainly in the last game that I watched for the boys, there was definitely some cramping. So you need to get your electrolytes. You need to make sure that you're doing this. And, yeah, good defending there again. Fatima's in the middle. There we go. Lizzie's there with a nice clearance. All right. Lizzie's playing, by the looks of it, center back. So well done, right? So again, Mina's playing center back, trying to organize it and making sure that there's Mina doing her job. Looks like that's going to come to Momoka. Momoka's on the run. Olivia's up front if they can get the ball to her. Oh, nice defending by the, sorry, and sometimes you just got to leave your teammate. I know that sounds a little harsh, but let's get the ball out, There you go. Looks like she just got, unfortunately, the ball went flying into her face, which you don't really want that to happen. If you can obviously avoid that. But that's what happens. You get this clearance sometimes. So hopefully she's okay. All right. So the Bangkok girls playing very well and being very solid there in the defense. They've got a good chance to play well in this game, as in all games. And so one of the things that they're trying to do, and I'm sure Coach Adam Kirk is just, telling the girls, make sure you know who you're marking, make sure when the ball comes in that you're focused, make sure you're talking to each other, communicating. That's the usual conversation. Coach Sheard on the other end will be saying the same thing to the girls. Make sure you're tracking back, making sure that if one of your teammates needs some help, you support them. Make sure that you're working as hard as possible off the ball. That's the idea that they are doing for each other. So quick water break. It is hot. And again, they need lots of water to keep going. And most of the players who are not playing are going to be in the shade, and there's fans. And and I'm not even playing, and I'm hot. So that's what we're at. And hopefully they are okay with that. Okay, so hopefully she's okay. I'm sure she is. Little kick from the ball in the face, but I'm sure she's tough and ready to get back out there to play. All right. There you go. Pressure. All right. So there you go. Good job. And there you go. There's Momoka trying to use the ball there. Looking perhaps back for Lucia. Lucia gets a nice ball there. Great ball there. Put it if they can put it through. There's a chance here. Good defending again. Wow, it's really hard to break down the ISB players. They're really tough and don't give a lot away. That's great defending by ISB defenders, forcing the attacker out to the side, which means their angle to shoot, of course, is much more difficult, and that's really just great defending. You got to give them credit for that. Fantastic defending there with that. Okay, and Pallavi's getting involved in there at number 16 for that. Excellent. There you go. Keep the ball in. Keep the ball in. All right. All right, here we go. Substitution. Looks like a substitution, but it looks like Maya hasn't actually called her off yet. All right, so there you go. Annika's coming off, and Maya's going on from ISB. So again, here we go. This is what you see. This is a throw-in, and because of the smaller field, normally you can get that ball actually fairly close to the penalty spot if you want to. The situation they decided not to, and we've got an opportunity to do that. It's good defending there. Good defending there. Comes to. It's got time. Lizzie's got time there. All right. You don't want to lose it too much there, though. So this is where ISB, ISM is going to track back and watch the play. And obviously, that's just good defending. Good defending. And back there. Okay. Lucia's getting in there. Well done. All right. 17 minutes gone. So we're a little past halfway of the first half. We only pay 30 minutes. And you've got a situation now where you've got 13 minutes left. Maybe a little stoppage time, but not much. Incidental contact there. It sometimes looks worse than it is when you are going for the ball and the other player sometimes actually does a nice play. You actually, unfortunately, sometimes can kick them out. So there you go. Again, great defending by the ISB center back. She's just very solid back there, very solid, and doesn't allow anybody to get past her, which is what you want from your center back, to be in control and looking for options. Right, still 0-0. Not too many shots on goal either, I would say. Maybe sort of one each. I don't have those statistics. All right, Olivia's working hard. All right, just maybe a little aggressive. You know, that's what happens. It's, you know, at times, sometimes you're just a little aggressive. It's that fine line between ensuring that you're active and going for the ball, and at the same time making sure that you are, as much as possible, not fouling anybody. So here we go. Well, that's a great through ball. That's a great through ball. Very well done by ISB. There's the chance. Wow, that was a great ball. Wow, give a lot of credit. That was a great through ball. Actually caught ISM a little bit sleeping there. And so, you know, need to be careful if you're ISM. But give credit ISB. That was a great through ball. And, you know, just it's hard. They give credit to ISM. They did track back quickly. But, you know, sometimes it's better not to have to be tracked back, but see if you can do that ahead of time. Again, putting some pressure on there. Here it comes. All right, and the ball goes through. There's Lucia. Oh, nice. She's fast. Very good play. All right, here we go again. ISB is really good down the wings, and she's got that ball. Oh, I would think, oh, wow, that I can't see it from here. It seemed very close. I don't know what happened there. I can't make the call from here. So, again. Here comes the ball. Manon's on that. Pass back. And she's got it in the middle there. Again, the ISB is actually quite fast. The ISB does have some very quick players, and if they actually use that to their advantage, which they've done a couple times, you can see what they're trying to do, which is that they're trying to see if they can get the ball behind the defenders, as you say. So the whole point is that as the defenders push up, if you can just get that ball on a nice angle behind them, it creates great opportunities. And if that can get to the wing, and then a quick pass in the middle, because the ball would be ahead of most of the players, which means they can't be offside. So that's what you're trying to do. Right, 20 minutes, still 0-0. Here's the throw-in. That's what we were talking about. Great ball, and there you go. So that was a throw-in, as you can see, and I'm surprised they haven't used it a little bit more, because that was certainly, that's, again, center back again, and all right. So there you go. Throw into the Panthers, because the ball had already gone out. So here we go. Another throw in by the Panthers. Yeah. It's a great ball. Great ball. Again, you can see great strategy. And, you know, the Panthers, if they're a little bit on their toes, there will be opportunities to score. Certainly Manila is going to have to be aware of that. That's a great strategy. And if they can get that ball again behind the defenders, great move there. And again, out to the wing, throw in for the Panthers. Here we go again. I'll get the name here. Sorry, turn on my phone. Great throw. That's another great save there. Well, solid save. Yeah, certainly ISB's had more of the ball in the last 5 to 6 minutes. They've really been working it well, looking for the angles, and have got some very quick players that they're trying to exploit the gap behind the ISM players. There's Malaya. Malaya is just a very solid player. There's Malaya. She's good. She's wow. Okay. So she's good on the ball as well as off the ball. So a little bit of controversy there maybe, but it seemed that the call was that the goalkeeper already had it in her hands before the ISM. I think it might have been Olivia had gotten it out. So once the goalkeeper does have it in their hand, it is supposed to be a situation where you can't hit it out. It's just always sometimes touch and go because sometimes the ball is on the ground, and that's when you can go for it. But they do try and protect goalkeepers as much as possible, and so that's one of the things that they do try and do. So again, here's ISB. All right. Alina is one of the key players there as well. Alina seems to be, she's one of the captains of ISB. She controls the midfield really well. So her job, of course, is to get the ball down and then get her head up and look for opportunities to move the ball as quick as possible and use the advantage to do that. So you have to give her credit. She's really quite a strong player as she does. So here you go. 6 minutes left, still 0-0. And to be honest, I'd say both teams have had a couple chances. Perhaps I would argue that the ISB Panthers have had more better chances. Sometimes in the Premier League, they talk about expected goals. So the idea is how many good shots do you get in a situation, and that's expected goals. And you're supposed to score off of a certain amount of expected goals. That's Premier League for you, and it's become sort of the big thing to discuss how well a team goes and performs on that. So there you go. All right, so again, ISB is looking to just hold their shape right now. They're looking to ensure that they're well marked up. I'm sure they're making sure to do that. Malaya should, as the center back there, should be talking all the time to her teammates, ensuring that they know where they are and who's behind them and what position they are. It's really helpful to do that. And so looks like a free kick. As a former center back myself, that was my job. I don't think I ever stopped talking in games, and so I was continually talking and explaining and ensuring that my team knew where the ball was and what we were doing, and I think it helps. So obviously at this stage, this is what they should be doing. So the ISM players, of course, are looking for an opportunity, and ISB needs to be talking and should be explaining who's got what man. That's a great shot. Great save by the keeper. So that's a great shot there by Momoka, or Olivia. Sorry, great shot by Olivia there. And give credit to the goalkeeper. She got her hands up there. That's your job, making sure it doesn't score. So that was a really great game there. And lots of good opportunities here again. This could be a short corner or a long corner. Good job there. That's right where it should be. All right. Now, again, at this stage, if you can counter quickly, that's the key. So ISB is looking to counter, looking to counter. This is how you do it. Great defending there. That's how you defend. That's how you defend. That gives time for the rest of your teammates to get back. So your initial job is exactly as that. You want to get the ball out and stop the team from organizing and continue their counterattack. There you go. Ball. There's Manon is on it. Manon keeps it in. Well done. She's got it in. And just a through ball. I just don't think Olivia's going to get to that. But it's good pressure, right? That's the idea. Olivia's still working hard. It is hard to go. 3 minutes left. Still 0-0 here. And the sun has gone behind a cloud. So that's better. Mina's back there. That's nice control. Oh, nice control. Unfortunately, just a handball. That's all right. You know. You're okay with a handball in the middle of the field. You just don't want one of those in the penalty box. So here we go. All right. 2.5 minutes left. Let's see if we can get an opportunity. and see if there's going to be a shot on goal by the Bearcats. And again, ISB should be organizing themselves. Where's that ball going? Looks like it's, there you go. It's great defending, actually. You have to say great defending by Malaya there. And solidly, she just made sure the ball went out for, I guess they're giving a corner kick. I'm actually quite surprised. Maybe she just touched it. I thought she had shielded it on the way out. But that's okay. Now you reorganize yourself. If you are the ISB Panthers, your job is to make sure you're marked up, make sure any runs are being picked up. Don't allow someone to come from the back post, and that's the whole point. And then you got to watch for the second ball. Wow, that's another great ball, right? That's a great ball in there. Great ball by Olivia. She's really putting the ball in to a key position, which is what you want to be doing. So I'd say pretty fair competition. Maybe first 5 minutes, you would say that maybe ISM was on top, and then you'd have to say that ISB for the next 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, really had control and had a couple good opportunities. Last 5 minutes or so, might say that maybe ISM has gotten a little bit on the ascendancy again, but it's very tight. Like, you wouldn't say any team is dominating the game, and certainly you wouldn't say that a 0-0 score is unfair to either team. And so that's what you've got going on right now. There you go. That's Malaya again. Great play there. Oh, it's a great ball out to the wing. That's exactly what your center backs to do. Pick the ball up and distribute it. So a great distribution there. And this is where, again, sometimes players forget when the ball goes to the other half. As a defender, you can't get your head down. You got to keep focused. You got to know where the teammates are because they can counter very quickly. So here we go on a run. All right, great defense there. Great defense there. So that's stopping it at the attack. You got to pick up who's got the ball. You got to stop the person with the ball as quick as possible, and that's what you're doing there. Wow. All right, good defending. Okay, into the last minute of the half. A couple key defensive plays there by ISM, and again, the whole point, if you're coaching players, is you have to ensure that whoever's got the ball, they have to be picked up right away, because obviously that's the position that you have to stop. So stop the ball's progression is what you say, and that way your teammates can get behind. But if you don't let if you let the player with the ball continue, they will continue right, and in some cases continue right down to your penalty box where it gets dangerous. All right, so there we go. Looks like there are 2 minutes of added time. They've added 2 minutes. That's, I think, what the referee showed. We don't have a fancy scoreboard like they do in the professional leagues. I guess maybe we should invest in one of those. So I don't know. Maybe that's something that we can do a fundraiser to get some sub boards. But it's okay. Everyone knows it's 2 minutes, and I don't have a clock, but it will be counting down. I would say we're probably about a minute and a half done. All right, so throw in to the Bearcats. Maybe 40 seconds left, and then it will be halftime. This is sometimes a crucial time. This is where you relax, start thinking about the halftime, and you forget that the game is still very much going on. And sadly, I've seen some heartbreaks at the end of halves and games where just that little bit of lack of concentration, and there is an opportunity. So you want to make sure that that doesn't happen with that. So here we go. I'd say 30 seconds, probably. So here we go. Coach Sheard is making sure, calling the ISM Bearcats back. Again, making sure that no one, because this ball may go over. The whole point is you don't want that to happen. Midfield's got to get there. Momoka's fighting hard for it. That's great defense. Mamon's got it. And here we go. Probably 15 seconds, so this is probably the last play. There you go. And that's okay. Mina puts it out for a throw-in. Honestly, 10 seconds left, but this is no time to put your head down. The whole team should be talking. The Panthers certainly are going to be looking for an opportunity to get a shot on goal. And so in this situation, all of the Bearcats should be talking and calling out numbers and who is marking and making sure that if there is a second ball, that they're in a good position, because that's what happens sometimes. You recycle the ball, it flicks off someone's head, and if you're not marking tight, that ball can come. That's exactly what I was talking about. Wow, that was very close. So there you go. There's a great example where you have to be aware of what is going on, and that's it. So there you go, halftime. I think that's pretty fair. 0-0, and we'll check back in with you when the second half starts. So that's 0-0. Good first half from both teams. You can tell they're tired, but at least we got some shade. So there's the good news.